There's nothing quite like the excitement of buying a new gun. That feeling you get when you gaze upon the aerospace-grade aluminum upper receiver for the first time and you think to yourself, I need to buy this. It's a special feeling reminiscent of first love or of a kid being in a candy store with no parents and a $20 bill from Christmas. A force that's stronger than words. A force driving you to spend all of your money on the finest Swiss-engineered firearms that money can buy. And in my never-ending quest to help you decide between all the amazing B&T 9mm offerings, I bring you 5 reasons to get an SPC9 over an APC9 Pro. A fight between battle-proven pedigree and modern firearm evolution. Okay, the first reason to get the SPC9 over the APC9 Pro is going to be as a training platform. If you're looking for a 9mm platform that can train both AR and side charge handles all in one, this is the only platform I even think is worth mentioning, especially with full ambidextrous M4 style controls. The second reason to get the SPC9 over the APC9 is going to be simple. If you're an AR guy, if you're already familiar with AR-15 platform, SPC9 just might be right up your alley. You technically already know all the controls. The only difference is that instead of having a button for the bolt release, you have paddles. And technically you can also just remove the front charge handle and then you have a Swiss-made AR9. And the third reason to get the SPC9 over the APC9, kind of reminiscent of 2, but if you prefer a low AR height rail, you would rather run tall optics, the SPC9 has a lower rail and a height over bore than the APC9 platform. The stock is also flush with the rail compared to the APC9, which has a considerable drop down on many stocks. The fourth reason to pick up a SPC9 over APC9 is if you want the platform with the least amount of parts and the most simplistic takedown. If you dissect the APC9 and the SPC9 side by side, you'll notice that the SPC9 doesn't have the contained recoil spring or the bolt retaining lug. Instead, you'll notice everything is contained inside the stock assembly. I will make a note that the SPC9 requires downward pressure towards the muzzle to remove the rear takedown pin, so it is a little bit harder to actually do that compared to the APC9. And the fifth reason to get the SPC9 over the APC9 Pro is if you're a bigger shooter. If you're looking for that one and done B&T gun, which I'm not even sure if that's even possible at this point, you're a taller, lankier shooter, or you just like a longer length of pull, the SPC9 might be the gun from B&T for you. Especially if you like the look of the B&T telescoping stock, because out of all the other guns that have that, this one's got the longest length of pull aside from the GHM9. The GHM9 and the SPC9 both have the longest rear ends with the external buffer and just that long rear end on the GHM9. So where they lose out on compact footprint, they gain back for length of pull. So that brings us to the end of the video. I'm going to leave you with one bonus reason to get the SPC9 over the APC9, and that is that people say it shoots softer. It does have a larger external buffer, and some people say that that affects how it shoots. And I'm also going to say, because I'm a Canadian and I missed out on getting an MPX, it has that MPX vibe for me. That's another plus. In conclusion, just get whichever one gives you the most B&T butterflies in your stomach. They're all really, really awesome. You can't go wrong with any B&T. You're probably going to have to get more. It's like a syndrome or an addiction. Okay, if you're enjoying the B&T content, please give me a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Shout out to my 112 subscribers. Happy shooting. Peace.